Congratulations on the win. How are you feeling?
I feel good, man. I wasn't too impressed with my first 2 rounds, but I did what every warrior did. I picked it up and did what I had to do to get the finish.
You really had him on the ropes there for a while in the last round. Were you surprised he was able to stay in there as long as he did?
No, he was a good runner. You know what I mean? I've always not liked fighting people that run. So, he was able to survive because of that tactic. But I'm surprised he chose that tactic, especially for your UFC debut. I know it's not, crowd pleasing. You know what I mean? But, I'll go back to the drawing boards and make sure I can deal with a runner like that again.
When you are dealing with a runner like that, do you feel yourself getting frustrated?
Definitely frustrated. There's a couple of times I just want to drop my hands and be like, come on, man, like, what are you doing? But, at the same time, that was his game plan. And he did land like 2 or 3 punches on me that really pissed me off. I'm one of those guys that don't like getting hit, so I'm going to go look at the footage and make sure I don't have a slow start like that again.
And you're saying you wanted to get back in time for UFC Vancouver?
Yes, sir.
Is there anyone in mind you'd like to meet?
Anybody in that top 15, anybody in the top 10 can get it. I don't shy from anybody. I'm not afraid to fight anybody. So, whoever Sean Shelby or my management pairs me up with next, I'll take them on and start making my title run.
Yesterday, a bit of a late one with the weigh-ins. Bit nervous when you're getting on that scale, or how are you feeling?
Yeah, because on my scale, I was literally 146 right on the dot, or 146.1. And then when I got to back to the hotel, I was able to take a little piss, just out of miracle, and just made it.
How much did you put back on, coming into tonight?
I don't like to put too much back on, but right now I'm probably like 166.
For people who have been following you throughout your career, we understand you are one of the most technical strikers in this division, but after back-to-back decisions in the UFC, was that a kind of performance you needed to show maybe fans who aren't familiar with your past fights?
Yeah, I definitely needed a knockout. There was a lot of pressure. This fight actually had some of the most pressure because everybody was like, you need to knock him out. You know what I mean? Like, everyone's like, this guy's new. Like, you can't just beat him. Like, even my coach was like, you can't just beat this guy. He's making his UFC debut. You need to put him away. So yeah, there was a lot of pressure for me this fight because not only did I need to win, but I needed to knock him out.
How do you block that out, or is this something you gravitate towards? Do you enjoy pressure when you fight?
I do like pressure. You know what I mean? I'm one of those guys who likes to pick it up. You know what I mean? So like in the back of my head, like I knew I had to put this guy away. That's why I was so frustrated when he was just running. I mean, I've never really, especially at this level, I've never really fought somebody who just like run like that.
Does that make the knockout any sweeter knowing you faced difficulties in there and still got the win you want?
Yeah, I'm definitely happy about the knockout. I'm just mad that I let him get away with a few punches. That's not really my style. I think the first couple rounds I looked a little bit sloppy. I started too slow. And, it just kind of pissed me off. But, I'm happy I got the W, and I'm going to go back to the drawing boards and make sure that never happens again.
I was going to say, you got the win, but you don't look like you're that happy right now.
I'm very critical of myself. I like to look, I like to do this hashtag clean Hakeem, everything nice and crispy. So the first couple of rounds weren't the cleanest. But, the last round I did what I had to do and really picked it up on him and changed game plan. That's why I switched to the clinch. Because I knew if I had him in the clinch, he wouldn't be able to run from me.
Throughout this week, there's been a lot of talk. So maybe Max Holloway is the new face of Canadian MMA just because he headlines so many cards here. As a Canadian, what do you think of that? And is that something that you would want as the new face of this whole country?
Max is cool, but he's not Canadian. I'm Canadian. You know what I mean? So how can he be, the face of Canadian MMA when he's from Hawaii? I'm the Canadian. I'm the one who's grown up here. I'm the one who's representing the country. So definitely me. I'm one of the faces of the new wave of Canadian MMA. That don't even make sense to me.
Obviously, you spoke about wanting to fight a Vancouver card. If you can't get on there, is there any dream destination you have?
I've always wanted to fight in Brazil. For some reason, I get a lot of DMs from Brazilian girls and stuff like that. I don't know why, but I always get mad DMs from a lot of Brazilians. So Brazil was one place I definitely wanted to check out. But most important, I'm half Nigerian, so I think a UFC Africa would definitely be quite suiting. There's a whole bunch of us now. You got Usman, Israel, Super Sadiq, me. You know what I mean? Francis Ngannou, he's from Ghana, but I think UFC Nigeria and Lagos would definitely be a smart move.
It's always said that nothing makes you smile, but I assume DMs from Brazilian girls can somehow crack a brings.
Yeah, sometimes it might crack a quick grin. Yeah, definitely.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate that.